Have you ever wondered why you don't have a parachute on board in case of an emergency? Today I'm gonna show you 10 different reasons why having a parachute on board is a really bad idea. Let's go. Let's start with reason number one, which is speed. A typical skydiving plane cruises at around 250 kilometers per hour, slowing down further during the jumps. On the other hand, a simple Boeing 737 cruises at a over 900 kilometers per hour, nearly 4 times faster. Have you ever stuck your head out of a car at 100 kilometers per hour as a kid? Imagine trying that on an airplane at a cruising speed. It's enough to rip off your head without you even realizing it. Then we go with reason number two, which is altitude. Skydiving planes usually fly at around 4,000 meters, an ideal altitude for jumping. Commercial airplanes, on the other hand, cruise at altitudes of 10 to 12,000 meters. At this height, the air is extremely thin, with about 65% less oxygen than at sea level. So what's likely to happen in hypoxia? Your vision blurs, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, and basically you pass out. So if you're unconscious, who's going to open your parachute? Reason number three is training. Using a parachute isn't that simple. It requires at least 5 to 6 hours of training on ground, so basically where the instructors explain you all the theory behind skydiving. And after that, you have also practical jumps to do. At least you have to pass 7 different levels. In each one of those, you are tested to do some kind of exercises. So at least you have to do 7 jumps out of a plane before becoming a skydiver and be able to use a parachute in the correct way. Imagine doing that for a Boeing 737, which has roughly 200 people. You've got to get to the airport at least 2 to 3 days before your flight, go through all the theory, start jumping out of the plane, and all of that repeated for 200 people. And all of this just to go on vacation? No, I don't think so. Reason number four is open doors. So basically, skydiving planes have doors designed to be opened during mid-flight and also at low speed and low altitudes. Opening a door on a commercial airliner, however, would be nearly impossible due to the extreme pressure difference that we have between the inside cabin and the outside world. It could also cause explosive decompression. So basically, the air would rush out very fast and potentially blowing many different parts of the plane. By the way, if you're near the engines when you jump, you might get sucked in. And if you're rear, you can enjoy like a very hot blast from the engine exhaust. So I don't think it's a good idea. Reason number five, of course, is panic. Imagine managing a panic among hundreds of passengers.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody just calm down!
Most of us don't even pay attention to the safety instructions before the takeoff. In an emergency, keeping everyone calm is a massive challenge. Adding parachute to the mix would only make things worse. Remember the move Sully and the Hudson River landing? Out of 150 passengers, just 1/3 of them put on the life vest and only 4 put it on correctly. That means less than 3% of the total number of passengers. Then we have reason number 6, which is the gear. Having just a parachute is not enough. We need also an helmet. We also need an altimeter, so we know when there is the exact moment when we have to open the parachute. And what happens if you open your parachute and you have a malfunction, for example? You'll need to deploy the reserve. Also, can you steer the chute? And do you know how to avoid landing in water or in a sunflower field or a factory roof, for example? I'll give you a hint. None of those are good options for landing. Now we have reason number 7. When do I jump? What is the best time to jump? Ideally, the best time to jump is when the plane is cruising. But most airplane accidents happen during the takeoff phase or the landing phase. For example, a bird strike. So in that cases, the altitude is too low and we cannot open the parachute in time. Reason number 8 is collisions. I once hit my head while skydiving and we were flying at around 150 kilometers per hour. Now, imagine what happens if you hit your head on the airplane at 900 kilometers per hour. There is a 99% chance that you will hit your head on the plane's fuselage or the tail. Now we have reason number 9, which is the temperature. At 1000 meters, the temperatures can drop to minus 50 degrees, and without a proper thermal protection, you would freeze in seconds. Thermal suits might help, but now you're carrying not just a parachute, but also full winter gear. I mean, that's impossible. So now we are almost there. Can you guess what is the last reason why we don't have parachute on board in case of an emergency? Of course, adding a parachute means increasing the weight by 10 to 15 kilos each passenger. Okay? So multiply that number by 200 people. That means that we're going to have fewer seats available due to the extra weight that we have to carry because of the parachutes. So, with fewer seats, we are gonna pay, of course, higher tickets to cover the cost. So now, guess who's gonna pay $30,000 just to fly from New York to Los Angeles?
Oh shit.
So next time you're on a plane, you watch out of the window and you think, if the plane goes down and I have my own parachute, can I save my life? Now you know 10 different reasons why they don't give you a parachute. So the only thing you can do is sit back, relax, and let the pilots do their job. That's the safest thing you can do.